Hi guys, welcome back. Take a look at this. I just bought myself a new Marshall. Well, it's not a new Marshall, it's an old one. It's from 1975 and it's a 50 watt 1987 model, 50 watt JMP. Um, this one came up and it has been modded before and it still is. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, but I need to sit down with the schematics to see. It sounds really stock. It sounds really good. That was the reason I bought this one because um, uh, when I tried it in the studio, it just sounded like this is a good example of a Marshall. So I was blown away. So I had to have this. And despite it had some volume dropping out, could be just it's been sitting unused for a while. And apparently it has some form of mod here. It's a master volume. This one, the volume 2 acts as your master volume. This is your gain. And the only input that works is your first high input. The other three aren't even connected. Well, they're connected, but they don't do anything anymore. So you can clearly see that treble pot has been changed. You can also feel it. This has a newer feel than the other ones. Other than that, I mean, it seems to be in great shape. I was scared though that the output transformer was a reissue one, a new one, because it looked newer than the power and the choke. But I think judging from the cables, it looks from the time. So I'm sure that's the original one, and the power transformer is the original one, and still original caps, but they don't leak, and the amp sounds phenomenal. So I'm not gonna do anything about that. Let's have a look what's been done to it. I mean, first off, when you open it, you can see something has been going on. See here, some glue stuff and some caps, and you can see these wires just hang loose, and he has ran new cables. This is your input cable. It only connects to your first input, high input, and it goes to the first tube. Then he ran a new cable over here, and like I said, I haven't figured this out yet what it is, but it might be some form of well, it sounds like the amp has a bit more gain than stock. So I don't know if this is some form of cascading gain thing or if it's just a master volume. The master volume is like a pre phase inverter master volume, then like you have in a JCM 800. It's not a post phase inverter master volume on this one. So I don't know if that's the case. It's a pre-phase inverter master volume. Yeah, let's just have a look here at everything. The solder here seems a bit shady, but it works. So, and it also needs a new indicator light. Well, the light is good, but this part here, the red plastic, has fallen off. So, I mean, I guess I can live with that, but it's cool to have one. So it's a Mark II 50 water. The serial number is 2407G, I think, yes. Speakers, and look at that, we get the selector. My last JMP was missing that, so that's cool. All right. Okay, so like I said, this amp sounds phenomenal, and I'll be playing this later in the video, and you'll hear for yourself. And yeah, let's take a look at the top. Okay, here we are on the top part, and see this 50 watt lead, all the signatures and test stuff. So that's the choke, power transformer, output. That's the one I thought was new because it looks so shiny. But obviously it's the original. The tubes are made in Russia, Electro Harmonics, EL34s, quite old. I mean, they're not vintage or anything, but they're getting old, so maybe check the bias on this amp and see where we're at. Otherwise, I mean, it sounds good, so let's leave it at that. All right, what do we got here? Okay, it's your regular ECC 83 Marshall cheap tubes. Well, same there. And same there. So nothing really exciting tube-wise. The caps look original, no leak or anything. They're bulging a little bit, but I don't know if that's normal. It's a bit dusty. That's okay. Okay, let's have a listen to the amp.